Hiya, my little chatterbats. I am Dama, and today we are doing something I've been wanting to try for a while. We are going to turn the My Little Pony Main 6 into humans. So let's jump right in. So this whole idea actually started while I was in class. I kinda was just doodling next to my notes, and one of the sketches ended up looking a lot like Twilight. And that was when I thought, okay, this could be something very fun. I've been seeing other creators do it, so she kind of became the first one I designed. You'll see me sketching everyone next to each other. I like doing that so I can figure out how they'd look as a group and kind of get a sense of their height differences and just their overall vibes. It was also very important to me to include different body types like these ones. So I actually ended up letting people vote over on Instagram, which was fun, but the results were kind of chaotic. Rarity and Pinkie Pie were the only ones that people mostly agreed on. For everyone else, yeah, the opinions were all over the place, which is fine. Little side note, the Instagram for option limit for polls is very rough. So if anyone knows a better way to do bigger polls there, please let me know. I'd love to make it way more interactive next time. For Rarity, the majority went with an hourglass body shape, and for Pinkie, the round one. For everyone else, I just kind of followed my gut and made the decisions based on people that inspired me and how their overall personalities just felt. Anyway, let's start with Twilight. For her, I was actually inspired by Mira from Alice in Borderland. The hair just felt so right, and I wanted her to give off a straight A student energy, so I went with the rectangular body type. For her outfit, I looked at Equestria Girls. The purple skirt, light blouse, and the little tie just felt so classic, so I ended up kind of copying it. For the skin tone, I tried a trick that I saw on TikTok. It's like making everyone monochrome and then using a skin tone reference sheet and then color picking from the ponies to see what matched best. But honestly, it didn't work out that well. They all looked a bit too similar, so I dropped that idea halfway through. I gave her cute black flats, cute socks, and of course, her signature book. And some of you wanted to add glasses since Sci-Fi Twilight has them, but I decided against it. Our main Twilight doesn't wear them, so I just wanted to focus on our main Twilight for this. She still keeps her colorful hair streaks, since I decided everyone would have naturally colored hair that's dyed to match the pony version. But I also kind of decided to keep the original eye colors just because I think red really suits Rainbow Dash and the kind of purpley still matches Twilight. So yeah, I didn't quite change much. I just made her a bit more humanoid, I guess. But yeah, this is my Twilight human design, and I think she turned out really sweet. Now let's get to Pinkie Pie. Her design came probably the most quickly to me, especially since most people agreed with me on her rounder body type. So I really kind of leaned into that. I took inspiration from Willow in the Owl House since she's chubby but strong and still full of energy. She's, playing rugby and all, which is exactly how I picture Pinkie Pie. She is short and bouncy and probably does random backflips for fun, and she has definitely glitter everywhere, and this just fits perfectly for her. At first, I was very unsure about her hair, if I wanted to give her a big, beautiful afro or braids or anything like that. So I ran to TikTok for inspiration, where I found this creator and I found this hairstyle so beautiful. It still has this kind of big floof, which is so beautiful, that Pinkie Pie also has in her like pony form, and I could open up the braids behind her head and still have that bouncy energy. I ended up making her hair completely pink and not black with pink streaks, as requested by many people, and I actually think that was the right decision on this one. I also ended up tweaking her tights and I threw in some very sparkly accessories because I feel like she is just so full of joy. Also, big shout out to Poe for helping me with her design. Ah, Applejack. Instagram was divided on her. People either loved or hated her design. I gave her an upside down rectangle body shape, so broad shoulders, strong arms, and kind of slimmer legs. Though don't worry, I fixed those later. And yeah, she was actually inspired by a girl in my class who plays tennis. She is super muscular but still loves dressing cute and wearing pink, and she's just so beautiful overall. And I wanted AJ to feel like that too, like strong and confident but still feminine. Also a bit of Vi from Arcane Energy, buff but gorgeous. For her, I also added little red fabric details on her pants, which should be kind of a reference to apples, though it is kind of a stretch to notice it. She now also has a farmer's tan, which a lot of you asked for, and yes, I totally agree, it fits perfectly. She turned out super, super cool and strong, and I feel like she's just so iconic. To kind of balance AJ's design, I made Rainbow Dash more bottom heavy, the triangle body type. Since she's all about running and agility, I thought that just made sense. I like the idea that AJ's upper body strength and Dash's lower body strength kind of mirror each other. For me, it makes their friendly fights in sports even more fun. For her outfit, I definitely looked at Equestria Girls references, especially the one where she plays soccer. For me, it's just fitting. For her hair, I decided to go with brown, which she then dyes in fun rainbow colors. But I also thought that making her natural hair grow out would be very fun in the sense of like she doesn't have time to re-dye it between matches. She also has an undercut, but I thought that making it half grown out looks more real and chaotic in a good way. Oh, and yeah, piercings. A lot of people asked for piercings, and I delivered. So, as I said earlier, Rarity's body type was one most people agreed on, the hourglass body shape. I know not everyone loves the typical model shape for her, but honestly, every body is beautiful. And for Rarity, this one just felt right, and it was what the majority voted for. So I hope you can see past that if that's not the body type you would choose for her. Anyway, back to the design. Her dress is based on the outfit from Becoming Popular, the one episode, and her hair was very Marilyn Monroe inspired because I imagine that Rarity would totally take notes from like old Hollywood icons. I gave her a belt to accentuate her waist, some pearls, pointy heels, and her cutie mark as little earrings. And at the end, many people voted for her hair to become her classic purple again, not brown like in my first attempt. So I changed it, and someone also suggested a beauty mark, which I loved and added too. She is very elegant and sparkly, and I feel like I captured her pretty well. And finally, Fluttershy. She also has the rectangle body type, but I tried to make her a little bit taller and softer than Twilight. This one gave me a lot of trouble. I am not used to drawing people, and she went through like 5 redesigns. At one point, she looked like a Tim Burton character, which was not the plan. But I am glad to say that she turned out lovely in the end. I gave her long, flowy pink hair and an oversized sweater, something very cozy to hide in, and her skirt changed a few times, but I settled on this ruffled, kinda tight skirt design. I also added like little butterflies on her thigh, and someone suggested adding angel bunny somewhere, so I added a bit of bunny imagery. And in the end, I am honestly really proud of how she turned out, and she is very, very cute. And here is everyone together. It's been very fun imagining the main six as humans, so I hope you really enjoyed my video. Oh, also, some of you asked me to include Spike, but I am not sure how to handle that. Should he be a kid, or should I keep him as a dog like in Equestria Girls? Let me know what you think. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked hanging out and drawing with me today. And if you did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me which one is your favorite and what to do next. And until next time, my little chatterbats. Bye bye.